Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
We are super excited about your show coming up in December. So you want to tell us a little bit about what we can expect?
Yes, you can. We have our, Grammy Award winning, Country Award winning. We got all these musicians with us that are incredible. I am not that, so I have to have them to make me sound way better than I really am. But yeah, we're going to have a wonderful time. We're going to be doing some Bluegrass Christmas for y'all. We got Barry Bells on the bass, who plays with Allison Krauss Union Station. We got Janae Fleener, who has been Blake Shelton's fiddle player for years, and she's the 3-time now ACM Country Music Musician of the Year. So she plays fiddle, and she's going to saw it down for you. And got Mr. John and Mary Meyer on the mandolin and the banjo. So yeah, we're going to be having a great time. Should be about an hour-long set, I think. So we're going to mix in some worship throughout the night, and then mostly do some Christmas tunes and just have a jolly old good time.
Well, that's going to be fun. I know our patrons are really excited about it. And then you actually get a special treat, too, because some of our very talented Mary Person singers are going to open for you.
I heard about that.
And it's going to be amazing. If you haven't seen them, you're going to love it. So they'll set the mood, and then you're going to come out and just absolutely bring down the house. I know we're excited.
Maybe we should go on first with because they make us look bad with all those vocals. That'd be awesome.
Now, in addition to the show, you just released a new album, which I can say is amazing. I was listening to it on the way here. You want to tell people about it?
Sure. We did. In 2019, we did a Christmas record, and there was plans to do another one, and we only got like 5 songs done. It took a while, but so we started recording back this summer. It's always hard to record Christmas music in the summer, but we put the tree up, and we tried to make it feel as festive as we could, and we had some songs come through that we recorded 10 and we put 5 out. We had the best of the 5. We felt like these songs are like the best song, and message-wise and everything. There's some great guest vocalists on it. Mac Powell from Third Day is on it, singing on it, and a friend of mine, Michael Olson, who's been Michael W. Smith's drummer for years, and he's an incredible singer. He's on it as well. Emily Hearn from over in Athens, she's on it. She has a wonderful voice, and of course my band is on it, and man, it's a really good one. It's 5 really good songs. There's a Casting Crown songs on there called Make Room, and it slides under the radar because Christmas music only gets 3 to 4 weeks out of the year, and then it's gone. But it is a great worship song, and tells a wonderful story, and I can't hardly sing it without just getting full and the big alligator tears. So hopefully we'll get through it, but we're going to be doing all those new that night. We will have product there to sell that night, so the new CDs will be there, and we'd love to send you home with some.
I gotta tell you, Make Room was my favorite cut on the album. It spoke to me in the car. It's beautiful, so I know people are going to love to hear it.
Thank you.
Now, you've mentioned some pretty well-known friends that you've got.
Yes.
But you haven't talked much about what you did leading up to this. So you have toured with some pretty big names. You want to tell people about it?
Sure. Yes. For about 10 years on and off, I toured with the band Third Day. And we got to play Red Rocks and all the cool places that a band like Third Day would get to do. So the little country boy from Griffin, Georgia, that's a pretty big deal. So I enjoyed doing that. Toured on and off with Crowder for a couple of years, just as a sub, like when he would have guys that couldn't make the show or just, they couldn't do a certain tour, I'd go out with him. So, yes, Shane and Shane are probably some of my best friends in the world, and some of the best hearts and great musicians. And gotten to tour some with them and produce some for them. So, yeah, have a recording studio. And me and my friend Brian Scoggin, that used to drum for Casting Crowns for years, do a lot of work together. And we're actually christening his new spot today. So it's going to be good. We're recording for some different artists today. And just, it's a blessing to get to do what I get to do. It's an amazing thing that the Lord saw fit that, someone like this could be used in that way. So I'm grateful and humble.
From what I was reading, you started at a pretty young age. You want to tell people what got you into music?
Sure. Age 7, my dad brought home a mandolin. And I had always been into record players. I had like 3 record players as a kid. I wasn't the normal kid that was on a dirt bike and outdoors and, trying to break my leg and my ankles and all that stuff like my son has been doing for the last 8 years. But I wasn't really into hunting and all that stuff. And all my buddies were into that stuff. But I was into music. So my dad brought home a mandolin when I was 7, and he opened out in Williamson, Georgia, him and another friend opened a music barn. They went in and restored an old hay barn and turned it into a music barn. And they had Bluegrass on Saturday nights. And so he just threw me up on stage with him and Mom and my uncle and some other friends, and started playing the mandolin. And by 10, I was already playing in other bands that were coming down there, and this other a friend named Curtis Jones. He came in and he was like, man, they're traveling and touring in a bluegrass band that was opening for Alison Krauss. At the time was 16 and I was like, about 10 or 11, somewhere in there. And so we were opening for her, and it's been an amazing journey, but it all started there with the mandolin and then went to acoustic guitar. So I mostly play guitar now, but I would consider myself a mandolin player because that was the first, and I do it. So I'll be doing it some live that night. We'll be swapping in and out. So
that's amazing. Music speaks to people in a way that really nothing else does. So
Right.
Don't knock being a music kid. I was a music kid too, and now I'm watching my daughter grow up in it. Love it.
That's awesome. How old is she?
16.
That's awesome.
She'll be one of the kids singing with the Mary Person's Chorus.
Awesome.
We're excited.
Can't wait to hear.
So it's a powerful thing, and what you're bringing to us is going to be just a spectacular night. I know folks are really excited. You've played in the area before, so
Yes.
people have seen you, they know, and they're ready.
That's right.
And we just can't wait to see it. Now, is there
Thank you.
anything else you want to tell us about the show, or maybe a favorite Christmas song or anything like that?
My favorite Christmas song is It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. I love it. So we didn't record, we did record it, but it didn't make the record yet. It just wasn't right. But we may try it that night and do a little jazzy thing to it and have fun with it. My banjo player he's awesome, and he's got a cool little arrangement with it. So we may do something like that, but I do love that song. That's my favorite worship song. It's a wonderful time of the year. It feels awesome, and it brings people together. It starts with Thanksgiving. That's kind of like the the warm up.
That's right.
That night, we may even take some requests too. We may just say like, hey, what's your favorite? And do 30 seconds of it if we can get through it.
Oh, that'll be fun. All right, guys, so you heard it here. It's going to be a great show, family friendly, good time. You can get tickets right now on our website or at FreshTix.com. That's FreshTix.com. And we can't wait to hear it. That's right.
Not the ticks that bite you. I've had those too now. TIX, FreshTix.com.
That's right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and we look forward to it.
It's going to be a blessing. Come on out now.